PBBG service.
Okay. And off we go with the first slash here. Nice assault there by Gothy, going right into super mode, allowing no room for Bonnie. Oh, and that Phantom Break just missed. That's got to be a very close one here between our opponents, and a little bit of lag there. All right, first round is done. All right, when both of you are ready, we shall begin the next set. You may change your character, or you may pick somebody else. It is entirely up to you. Alright, and we're off with the second round. Oh, nice counter there by Pani, setting Gothy to the side corner. Alright, we got ourselves a Phantom attack here. Oh, please remember, folks, recovery is not allowed. Friendly reminder. Oh, and that's going to be 1-1. Very nice. Alright, this is match point. Of course, for some reason, the challenge website is running slower than usual, so it's taking me a bit to actually update anything. Alright, will it be Pani or will it be Gothy? Let's find out.
Who wants to get torn to ribbons next?
Oh no, the ref takes the first hit! Ooh, that super almost would have missed, but here comes the counter. Oh, this might be the end, folks. Alright. Win goes to Gothy. Alright, congratulations. Alright, Pani and Gothy, thank you for your match. We're going to have you leave and then bring in Pyrum and J-Strike. Whoops, let's do that. Okay. Alright, next up is Pyrum and J-Strike. Again, code is 99999. Alright, feels like another rematch of the century, J-Strike and Pyrum. I have a feeling I know who they're gonna pick. we got a Makoto, and we got a Nagi. It's crazy. Alright, and match is underway. And J-Strike already leading Pyram into the corner. Let's see if Pyram can get out of the corner, which he actually is able to do so. Not saying that the ref interfered. Ooh, nice tech out. Oh, right into a throw in overdrive with some special spam. That's actually a pretty unique tactic there by J-Strike. Now it's Pyram starting to go into overdrive and manages to avoid the tech out. And the ref gets taken out again. We're to see out there by J-Strike. And J-Strike is going to get the first round. Alright, and they are ready to go and kick some ass yet again. Alright, looks like Pyram's bringing out the bread.
Transformation complete? Then I hope you come prepared. I see you. I see you. Off you go.
And alright, J-Strike laying the hurt on Pyram. And with an overdrive mode enabled, there goes J-Strike lighting the aerial combo right on Pyram. Already draining his HP down to less than half. And Pyram comes back with a counter, bringing down J-Strike's HP to half. But will he be unleashing a level 1 super, or will he save it for a Phantom Break? Because time is running out for Pyram. With emergency mode by J-Strike. Wow, try to say that 3 times fast. And J-Strike wins. Alright, we are now going to hop into losers bracket. So Pyram, you are going to stay in the lobby. So J-Strike, you must leave forever. Alright, next up in losers is Pyram and Pani. So Pyram, get your butt back in here. Alright, once Pani is readied up, then we can continue. Ooh, we got some Nagi and some Waka action. Alright, taking out on the streets here, Nagi brings out the katana, and Waka just has the animal ears. First round underway. And wasting no time, Pani tries to keep Pyram right in the corner, and here goes Pyram unleashing some air combos. And once again, Pani utilizing that emergency mode on Pyram. Here comes the super, is it going to be enough? And Pyram takes first round. Alright, no changing character. Nagi versus Waka once again. And with the derelict ghost ship, the next round is underway. And with a nice throw there, we managed to keep Pyram in the game. Although Pani seems to have other motives. Nice deflection counter. Pyram uses the teleportation. Emergency mode again. And Pyram's going to take the next win and beat up the rep for a little bit. Alright, Pyram advances. Unfortunately, Pani has been eliminated. Thank you very much for competing in our extremely short tournament. Alright, next we go back to the semifinals. It's going to be Gotzi and J-Strike. So you two, unfortunately, go bye-bye for now. Alright, we got some Cocoa and some Makoto. If it was actually colder, I could go for some hot cocoa right now. Alright, this time we take place in a studio. I'm sure Makoto was playing some jams earlier while waiting for Cocoa to enjoy. And the ref gets thrown right into J-Strike. You guys are savage. Ooh, Gothi going right in the offensive on J-Strike, but J-Strike utilizes the air combo of Makoto, keeping Gothi right in the corner. Oh, bounces right back with a super, and it sends the ref into the wall. And here comes an attack by some slash attack by Cocoa, which does not work. And with that, J-Strike takes a W. Okay, you can stop beating up on poor Gothi. Alright. As the frickin' challenge bracket thingamajigger takes forever, let's get ready for the next round. Alright, in some dark cave, the match resumes. And already letting the first blow goes to Gotzi. But J-Strike counters with an aerial, and then Gotzi counters with emergency mode. And another emergency mode, utilizing that level 1 super to get out of a tough pickle. Once again, another emergency mode. But I don't know if this is actually going to save him against J-Strike. And now Gotzi is going to have to make a comeback in losers. So J-Strike, you are going to temporarily leave, and Pyram, you're going to get your butt back in here. No, Gothies, you're supposed to stay in the lobby. It's you and Pyram. Alright, both are on their last leg. Who is going to survive? Alright, Pyram sticking with Nagi, and Gotzi looks like might be Cocoa. Alright. This match will determine who advances to the finals. And already unleashing some electric attacks on the ref, knocking me out of consciousness. We continue. And Pyram trying to get up close and personal with Gotzi, but Gotzi utilizing emergency mode to keep Pyram at bay. Right now he's stuck in the corner. Pyram throws Gotzi out of the way. And unleashing a level 1 super on Pyram, already bringing his HP to half. Tech's out. And now it's Pyram's turn to unleash his super on Gothsy. And making a miraculous comeback, Pyram wins round 1. Alright, 1 more for Pyram, or 2 more for Gothsy. We'll find out once my thing actually loads.
Lend me your strength. Stand still.
And Gothsy unleashing the emergency mode right on Pyram, keeping him in the corner. Not letting up in the slightest, goes right into super mode, sending Pyram right up into the air, and just going right in his face. Of course, can Pyram make the comeback on Gothsy? Tech out. Both miss their throw. Pyram just teleporting out of everywhere. Pyram goes right into overdrive mode. The ref gets beaten up. And Pyram defeats the ref. Okay, we are now at the finals. I'm sure nobody saw this coming. Alright, next up is J-Strike versus Pyram. Thank you very much, Gothsy, for competing in this speed run of a tournament. Alright, this time Pyram brings out the Yuzua, the inner ninja, the collector of castles. Alright, and begins the first round of probably many. And already J-Strike unleashes the emergency mode on Pyram, does it again. Seems that emergency mode is the key to strategy here against your opponent, which we don't see people utilize that much. And J-Strike beats up on the ref for a little bit. Pyram throws the ref for a little bit, and now J-Strike is focused back on taking out Pyram. Literally. Yo, what's up? Okay. Alright, we have change in character again for Pyram. This time it's going to be Kokowa, avenging all the fellow Kokowas that have befallen in this tournament. And this is the first time I've seen Pyram use Kokowa. Alright. And J-Strike once again unleashing the aerial combos on Pyram. Nice combo there by Pyram, but the super misses. J-Strike, on the other hand, says you should probably do it like this. Sends him up into a throw, keeps the air combo going, throws Pyram again. J-Strike and Pyram temporarily team up to beat on the ref, but he comes back and makes a comeback. Nice deflection by Pyram. This is very close here. Pyram relying on the reflection, but J-Strike is going to get another win. Alright, and because it's the finals, we will do one more. That'll determine if J-Strike wins. Alright, this will probably be the last one for J-Strike, unless Pyram can make a comeback.
I have no choice.
And both opponents just jumping around playing footsie. Close combat here, but J-Strike has it in the bag, stunning Pyram with a set burst. And that pretty much just, yeah, sorry Pyram. Alright, let me just check the scores real quick. And it is saving right now. It's, you know, eventually going to work. Alright, and that's pretty much the end of the tournament. Congratulations to J-Strike. Alright folks, thank you for joining once again our speedrun coverage here of the Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Ultimate Tournament for November 15th. Hopefully we'll be doing another series of events for December, but no promises. Until then, take care and see you soon.